Welcome to the podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, the True Fires.
This is our brownest episode ever.
Eric, no! You kill your own people!
What up, everybody? Welcome to the You Gotta Eat That Crust podcast. I'm your host with the most on the ones and twos. You know they call me Mount Crustmore. You know they call me Fatback Supreme. It's your boy, Ron Wilson. And with me tonight, the Pale Bagger Vance, the King of Connecticut, the Mustard Smuggler himself, Seamus Rogers. Seamus, what's good?
I'm offended you called me pale. Have you seen me lately?
Hey,
No, I haven't seen you in like
Tan
10
AF.
years.
Tan and ripped.
I just came off the golf course today. It was a Annexer Wesco tournament, and I won the shirt game. I got this new shirt. It's hot dogs with golf clubs swinging. It's breathable. It's wet wicking, and I couldn't drive a damn ball today.
Would
So
you
I
say you
played
have a hot dog like tan?
Yes, you take my pants off, and that's where you take the, and you look under the bun. It's pale, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But anyways, so I played with these two sisters. They were like amazing. Like I was talking shit to the dude I'm riding with, Patrick, and I'm like, so this sucks. I'm like, I don't drive far to begin with. They're like up on the tee, like 60 yards ahead. They got this advantage. I'm never gonna have best drive of the day. And but it turns out it don't matter. They were just better than me at everything. Like these two sisters were amazing. They were just like second ball all the time was on the green. I'm like, man, it's like a par five. The second ball's on the green. I'm like, damn, I'm just glad like I had a few putts in there that killed because my driving game was pathetic. But like I said, everyone loved the shirt. I saw this new line, Tipsy Elves with the hot dogs and comfortable. Yeah, you know it. And I didn't win anything at the raffle either. And I guess we can introduce Greg now.
Also with us tonight, follically challenged himself, the sweatpants overlord. It's your boy, Greg Hoey. Greg, what's good?
Everything. What's up, everyone? How you guys doing?
He doesn't like good rap.
I'm open-minded.
He likes mumble rap. Yeah, he's closed-minded. He's mumbling. So,
I'll fuck with some Mac Miller.
Yo,
okay, he's dead. Don't fuck with him.
yo, I was at 7-Eleven the other day, waiting for my kid to come out of the store. He went inside, and this old guy walks out with like a beard down to the middle of his chest. And we had that head nod thing that dudes with beards do to each other. He nods at me. I nod at him. And then he says to me, "Hey, what's up there, short beard?"
Oh,
Devastated me. I've never felt so insulted to my
you didn't
family.
even know the dude, right?
You knocked him out, right?
I would think, but he was like so staggered by it that
I was
he was already walking past before his anger's kicked in.
dude, I'm King Hippo if someone hits me in the Band-Aid. What I'm saying.
He cast a spell of horror. He cast horror on you. And he just walked by you. Horror!
And you just stumbled to your car. You didn't even make it in the store.
And also, I went to another store the other day, and I was just going in there to get some cigarettes. And I see
Jesus, stop going into stores and getting cigarettes.
I see
I second that.
3 natty daddies lined up on the counter, right?
Oh, so you had to get that and 2 packs of Newports.
Well, the clerk didn't ring me up right away. I just stood there, and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" She's like, "I'm opinionated. How are you?"
Oh, wow.
And then she did.
Can I get the other clerk?
Like she's missing a tooth, and she had like this weird red mohawk thing, and like, she was classy as fuck.
Listen,
I'll take what the majority of people are having, so don't judge me.
dental is expensive in this country. Okay?
Absolutely, I agree. But I'm waiting there to be ringing up. She's not ringing me up. And this guy walked in, and she's like, I told you, Marshmallow. I told you. If you don't have your ID, I'm not going to sell you beer. This guy, no lie, 75 years old.
So you're thinking he's not the producer of like EDM music and
Yeah, he's definitely not.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the Marshmallow, a different Marshmallow.
He was actually 20 years old. He's been drinking.
He's a Wakefield-based Marshmallow, Seamus.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I was in Wakefield, so it makes sense.
Wambulance.
She wouldn't sell Marshmallow beer without his ID. And then
Did you buy him one and give it to him in the parking lot? You would have been a hero.
I would have. And then when she rung me up for the cigarettes, didn't even ID me. Fucking, I feel bad for Marshmallow.
Yeah. Marshmallow's probably like my Homer.
Go to bed, Marshmallow.
He always tries to take advantage, and I'm just like, fuck this guy.
The important thing is we're friends for life, guys. All right? Seamus, what is tonight's show about?
On this week's episode, the Crusty Boys are taking you down the aisles of madness, where no rules apply, where courtesy and etiquette do not exist. We're traveling to a place where bizarre is the norm, and common sense has fled the building. Taking you to a dark, depressing place where true tales of terror and horror abound. And you do not want to find yourself caught alone, especially after dark. Or any time on the weekend for that matter. And if you're from a tourist town with a supercenter, may luck help you through the summer days. That's right, folks. We're taking you through the finest stores in America to hear tales of sheer lunacy straight from the shelves and registers of Walmart. So do you, America? Will forever be thankful for the brave souls there to capture these wild moments to chronicle the deterioration of the American dream. Thank you, Walmart.
Absolutely beautiful, Seamus. Absolutely beautiful. And full disclosure, guys, my son works at Walmart. Well, he did.
Oh, well, we expect some future stories.
Today was his last day. He's in college next Sunday. I have a kid moving out, all right? I'm officially old as fuck.
But you have another kid that could take his role at Walmart.
No, there's many, like, my other kids are like Super Saiyans even, comparatively. Like I shall be I'm the older brother now. I am the man of the house. But I mean, sometimes I pick Drake up from work and he has that like 1,000-yard stare that you can only see in like Vietnam vets. Just a terrible place to work.
Yeah, because Walmart treats their fucking stuff like shit. Fuck the Waltons.
I would totally have PTSD if I worked at Walmart.
Ah, dude, like he's like, yeah, one lady's been there for 14 years and she's never gotten a raise. It's insane. What? I've gotten 3 raises in 4 years at my job.
My last job, like my bosses are amazing. Like I don't even have to ask for them. It's sad how some people just get stuck in this stagnant hole and work in this place, like, and then they get murdered because of it.
Absolutely, and they see that very enticing, like $17.50 an hour to start, but then realize it's not really that much when it never increases.
Yeah,
but
then
the price of living in this country is increasing.
You DoorDash a burrito for $17.50 now, and you eat it in like 5 minutes. And that's like an hour of your labor, actually, before taxes.
I'm guilty as charged.
So thank you, politicians. We appreciate you robbing us and living comfortably in your 2 houses, 3 houses, and then we pay for those when you're in residency in D.C. and fuck you.
You kill your own people!
All right, Seamus, why don't you regale us with a tale of Walmart, then?
All right, so this one I would like to dub Little Man with a Lot of Power. I saw a dwarf security guard take a flying leap into and beat the living heck out of a 60-year-old black man in a Hawaiian shirt who was trying to steal about $600 worth of steak. The steak guy, he did this once a month or so. He would just fill up his shopping cart with steaks, briskets, pork ribs, etc., head to the front, act like he was going to check out, then barrel through the exit doors and dump it into a waiting truck. They never got a clear plate, and we're trying to catch him in the act.
Yeah, they never got a clear read on his license plate.
Yeah, thank you. It made sense to me the first time I read it. I was working my counter and heard behind me, "Sir, don't do it. Just step away from the cart." Walmart security was plainclothes and has no legal authority. They can detain you and defend themselves, but they can't restrain you. You can leave whenever you want, from what I remember. So I turned around and I saw this guy with a shopping cart full of steaks, and he was looking cagey. He was starting to stammer, and he came up with excuses while simultaneously trying to play it off. "Sir, just come with us, please. Let go of the cart, sir." The guard, trying to get him calm, was the head of security guard there. He was a chill guy in his 30s, but built like a brick house. You might think he was chubby if you looked at him. You wouldn't dream he could bench like 340 plus. So the steak guy, he made his break. He tried to blow past Mr. Muscles, and they ended up going into a stack of DVDs. Then came Eric. Eric was, I'm honestly not sure. He would qualify as a dwarf, perhaps just a guy with a growing disability. He was about 4 feet tall, max. He would look like a 12-year-old, except for the fact that he was completely yoked. He was one of those just itching for action type guys. He seemed like he had something to prove. So Muscle Chubs and Steak Guy are now down in the DVDs, and Steak Guy goes to get up, and here comes Eric. I'm probably wrong, but I swear in my mind I heard, and little Eric leapt through the air, both feet out, and just cannonballed this guy in the chest feet first. He went down again. I heard Mr. Muscles yell, "Eric, no!" as he scrambled onto the guy's chest and just started throwing little hands into the dude's face, just beating him up. This was not what they teach you in Walmart security. Loss prevention, I think, is the official department. Eric was fired pretty much immediately. Walmart got sued, and they'd been in a better place if they just let the guy run out with the steaks.
Damn. There's a lot of meat and muscle in that story.
It's true.
Oh, yeah. You know it. You love that.
Walmart policy for when like someone is stealing is you have to say to them, "Excuse me, sir, did you intend to pay for that?" And then if they say, and then they could just pretty much walk away, and you can't really do anything about it.
They just like keep going.
Schnitzenbrow.
Yeah, I don't have time for this.
Sir, I'm gonna need to see your receipt, sir.
Greggy Too Dope, hit me with one of those stories.
Okay, this one's from Memphis, Tennessee, around 2003. Sarah T. witnessed a lady walking down the aisle, hitching up her leg, and poop started dribbling out. She happened to be in the bread aisle and witnessed her open one of the breads and wiping her butt with a piece of bread.
If I had like eaten I did a wing challenge and like I was shitting in the aisles of Walmart, bread would feel like the best thing.
Yeah, it was Italian, I believe. So she's wiping her ass with the bread, and then she takes it, shits, hands and everything, and puts it back on the shelf and walks away.
Yeah, that's Walmart.
Scotty L. This is in Fort Worth, Texas. Late 90s.
2 stories?
Yeah, look at this guy. These are audacity.
You guys had long stories. These are short ones.
Craig?
These are 2 short ones.
I'll dictate the direction this episode goes. Okay. My fucking turn, asshole. All right, here we go. Right back on track, boys. I worked in grocery as a stalker. We just finished a cereal display near the front of the store, compiled of about 100 boxes. In comes an older lady, around 60s, driving one of those electric carts. She's looking dead on at the display and promptly rams into the thing. Boxes go everywhere, and she starts apologizing over and over and explain that she's legally blind. A customer that was nearby, who saw everything, asked her how she drove here if she was blind. She responded by quickly turning around and leaving the store.
Wait, how'd she get out of the store if she was blind?
I mean, I think about giant displays, just diving into them all the time. I'm glad this lady had what it took to actually achieve that dream that so many of us have.
Feel that?
Or maybe it's just me. I don't know.
I got a sitter.
All right, Seamus, hit me with it, baby.
So this happened recently. It was August 5th, around 7 a.m. in Elsinore, California. This is August 5th, 2024.
Ooh,
So
it's MCA's
this
birthday.
dude walks into a Walmart and just begins stabbing 65-year-old Jessica Morales. The loving mother was well known and liked by coworkers and had worked at Walmart for 25 years. Until this unfortunate day at work, what appears to just be a random attack. 29-year-old Lonnie Hinton, a parolee with a lengthy criminal history, stabs this poor employee several times. She would later die on the scene while Lonnie fled the scene. He would later turn himself into the sheriff's department. So, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, like, he wanted to go back to jail, right?
I mean, I feel like there's easier ways to do it.
Right. Taking someone's life is an extreme method for room and board.
Yeah, it's pretty rugged.
Well, at least her son Miles can avenge her.
Anyway, Scotty L. This is in Fort Worth, Texas, late 90s. Scotty L. witnessed a mom walk in with her 5-year-old son. Boogers dripping down into his mouth, just like everywhere, gross. He
As
witnessed,
boogers do.
yes, he witnessed a lady suck the boogers off her kid's face,
Oh my God, you savage.
spit it on the floor, and then she walked away.
Like, oh, that's just gross. Like,
Yeah.
Well, as a parent, there's nothing that we won't do for our children.
I understand that part. Like, I can almost understand the first part, but then you spit it on the floor.
I can't understand the first part.
I can't either, bro. Why would you suck it and
I
wipe
have
it?
5 kids. I get to suck up.
I
a
would
booger
never.
with
And I don't have any kids, and I feel like, yes, I would probably eat the last year popsicle just so it doesn't melt all over my floor or something. But
I just picture green snot all the way down to the chin, and the mom just like
it's clear snot.
and the mom's like putting the mouth over the nose and the mouth and go.
That's disgusting. I don't
Yeah.
even. Why would you put a visual to
Because I was trying to make it. It's an audio podcast. I wanted the people at home.
The worst part is when she blew the bubble.
I mean, after her son's snot bubble?
I thought the worst part when she gargled it. Oh, and then she spit it on the ground first. Swished it
Well,
around
that's
a little
because
bit.
you're not going to spit it on the floor without giving a little liquid
No.
to assist in the descent to the floor.
You should have spit it on the escalator that keeps going around with your groceries.
She should have swallowed it. And then she looked at Scott.
Swallowed it.
Yeah.
She doesn't sound like a good girl.
And she looked at Scotty L and she goes, that's for you.
Scotty L?
Yeah, Scotty L is the
He's the one who
witnesser.
wrote the story. 10
witnessed.
minutes ago, Greg said it
Oh,
as he was
okay.
about to go into his second story.
Man, I said it again though when I repeated the story.
Thank you. I needed a third time, I guess.
Scotty
One day-
doesn't know.
One day, a woman stole.
On June 20th, 2024. Boy, you're skipping me now. I'm going to do the same.
Did I skip you?
Yeah.
I thought it was me, you, Greg.
Go ahead.
I don't want to now. I'm turned off. Seamus, go ahead, big guy.
I'm feeling a little. Go ahead.
One day, a woman stole a bottle of perfume and took it to the bathroom.
You
She
son of a
poured
bitch.
it out into her own container and then proceeded to fill the container with her urine. She then took the bottle up to returns and tried to return it. To this day, I have no idea why my manager gave her the refund.
Nice, I had that one. God damn you.
State of the economy. I guess
So I got another recent one, June 20th, 2024.
you.
You! So these two guys caused a big uproar at a Walmart in Arkansas. I almost said Arkansas. People are running, hiding, like ushering their kids away. They were calling the police, saying they're describing 2 men with guns. These 2 dumbasses were supposedly filming a rap video in the Walmart parking lot, and they had pellet guns for props. So they didn't even break any laws. apparently, but the stupidity of these two gangster wannabes leads me to believe that we'll be hearing about them in future news.
I've been to Walmart, hey. I got something to say. I got a pellet gun. We're gonna have some fun, girl.
I do want to get footage of this video for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to see the video.
Once we get our video cast up, we can update with these type of videos.
Absolutely. All right, Greg, speak on it.
All right. Well, when I first started as a cashier, I was always at the register near one of the bathrooms. People would always come up to me and tell the maintenance needed to go to the bathroom because someone wrote on the wall in poop. And it was weirdly a semi-regular occurrence. I'm not sure if it was a person coming back or multiple people, but it stopped after a few months. This is very poop-heavy related.
Walmart. The whole episode's gonna be.
I feel like our podcast is heavily poop related.
I
think so. Yeah, we're out there for all the scat lovers out there.
It's fresh.
Absolutely.
You know,
without fully committing to your groups, we're like on the outskirts, and you kind of like, all right.
Yeah, we don't follow your ideology, but we accept it, and we accept you. I saw that article, Greg, and I wonder what they wrote on the wall in poop. It was like 7 days or something.
Do you know Sutter Kane? Man, you saw that on a wall with poop in Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, I'd take a picture.
I'd go to a different Walmart.
They'd probably like, oh, shit.
All right. So, look, back in the 90s, I was in this, we called ourselves New Hampshire Porn Corps. We were a group called Socket, right? Mm-hmm. And being in Socket, we'd hang out all the time into the wee hours of the night, like every night. We just drive around. And there was a 24-hour Walmart in Somersworth for a hot minute. And we got kicked out of that place and banned so many times for exactly what these people are doing. There were a group of 2 guys and 3 girls. They were in the kids section, and the girls were throwing these big bouncy balls over the shelves to the other side, trying to hit the boys who were riding bikes down the aisle. Then they grabbed skateboards and were riding them around the store, throwing random things into customers' carts. They wouldn't stop, so we had to call the cops to escort them out. That was my childhood.
I love it. That's just innocent fun.
Yeah. Dude, we'd ride in skateboards there and have lightsaber fights and shit, and it'd be nice when we get to those and be like, not tonight, boys. Go on home. That's all right, you know?
It is.
You're infamous.
You come back a couple days later.
What does infamous mean? I think it means more than famous.
Voices from the Mausoleum is your one-stop shop for everything horror. Join host Scott and Angel as they deep dive into all things horror. From movies, TV shows, books, and video games. Nobody is safe. Batten down the hatches, lock your doors, and listen to Voices from the Mausoleum, another podcast brought to you by the You Run Podcast Network.
All right, Seamus.
All right.
Everybody loves you. Go ahead.
Oh, I love you all as well. Thank you so much. This one from Night of Fools. I used to work at Walmart, and it was surprisingly ho-hum compared to all the Walmarts around America. I don't know what that means. What's ho-hum mean?
Just boring.
Users, can you write in and tell me what ho-hum means? Because I was like, oh, ho-hummer. Our photo center's in the back, leads directly to the back of the Walmart and has a set of restrooms there. It was the quickest way to get to the break room from where I worked, so I passed through there often. One day, there was a bit of a ruckus going in the photo center. I passed by and an entire area was walled off with crime scene tape, and a bunch of shelves had been moved to block both the path and the view into the photo center. Some lady had gone into the restroom, given birth, and drowned the child.
Jeez, holy fuck. That's not funny at all.
Did I tell you it was going to be funny?
Well, if you think about it. No.
The janitor had gone in to clean up and found the body. They never found the mother. She just left the store like nothing happened. Isn't that
That's fucking
disgusting?
horrid.
Like you can just drop your baby in a toilet and leave, and nobody would ever find you.
I don't even know the return policy on babies at Walmart. Whew.
I think they just give you
Store credit.
store credit and put it in the dumpster.
Jeez. It's always sunny in Philadelphia, dumpster baby.
All right, Greg. Everyone wants to hear it.
Okay,
Go.
well, so I want to tell a story about some people in my graphics class back in the day. Hey, we used to take, we would buy computer games, and then we would.
This commuter's class.
No, this is before Comitas.
No, commuter was.
This is pre-Comita. This is McDonald, actually. Our head grower for my company. It's his dad, who passed away, and then Comita came along. But we made notebooks and shit, and there was a sealer, like a shrink wrap.
Shrink wrap.
Yeah. So we would buy computer games, and we would stick notebooks in there and seal them back up, shrink wrap them, and just return them to Walmart.
That's beautiful.
And we did it a lot.
Dude, I got so many CDs from Dan Foster because he would go and buy like 10 CDs, take them all out of the case, re-shrink wrap the case in Kamita's class, return the CDs.
No.
Empty.
There was one story I read about people doing this at Walmart with video cards. So they'd buy like a GeForce 1200 or whatever they are, and they'd put something else back in the box, and the employees don't know what a video card looks like, so they just take it back and give it the credit back for like a $500 video card.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yo, fuck the man. Nah, I mean.
Fuck the man, for real. Fuck the Waltons. Gotta get some from them. And
is that their name?
Yeah.
What about the show, The Waltons? Any relation?
The Waltons are the owners of Walmart. Yes.
From the show.
I don't know. I don't know about the show connection, but I know the Waltons are the owner. That's why I said fuck the Waltons at the beginning.
Are they as piece of shit as the drug company that?
Of course, they're
pieces of shit. People getting sued that gave everybody the amphetamines or whatever.
Yeah, Walmart sucks.
What's that family?
All right, now my mom works for Walmart going on like 12 years now, and a few weeks ago she called and told me about watching an older, perhaps late 40s female customer digging her ass under her pants in the produce bakery section. Gross, right? Well, it doesn't end there. Evidently, she then smelled and licked her fucking fingers.
Oh, that's how you got any pics?
I mean, if you're going to do that, do it in the comfort of your own home, you know?
I mean, I would rather be in the comfort of my own home than a Walmart any day.
Yeah.
Any reason.
Yeah, you're taking your life into your own hands going to a Walmart, apparently.
Absolutely. You don't know what's going to happen. You are a gambler every time you go into Walmart.
Agreed.
I would I avoid Walmart. I hate it. And I avoid it doubly so on a weekend. I don't need that shit. But anyways, this one from Dr. Bad Touch. I'm a paramedic and I've had to respond to Walmart several times. Recently, I had a 17-year-old girl OD on heroin in the parking lot while putting her merchandise in the trunk of her car. The people that saw her go down said she swayed back and forth and went unconscious. When we found her, she was still standing, but was bent at the waist with her head in the trunk like an ostrich hiding in the sand. Gave her some Narcan and saved her. Another one from Dr. Bad Touch. There's a rabid pack of homeless people that will infiltrate the Walmart. One will cause a ruckus to attract security attention while the rest chug mouthwash and Robitussin.
Jesus.
One day they did this, and I responded to a chick that drank a liter of Listerine and 2 bottles of Tussin while they were kicking them out, and she was having a seizure. Same pack of rabid homeless. One day I responded to a car accident in the parking lot after one of them snorted PCP or bath salts and was chasing cars. Some random woman was pulling out when this crazed guy ran at her vehicle, bounced off her window face first, He got back up, covered in blood from his broken nose, and tried to gain access to her car. She hit the gas and smashed into another car. The high hobo ran away, and another crew eventually ended up having to chemically sedate him after he got into a fight with the police when the tasers failed to work. Another one from this Dr. Bad Touch had a 300-pound land whale fall and hurt her back in the checkout line. While we were attending to her, her boyfriend tried to walk out the store with 2 carts full of merchandise. Not a smart move when security and the cops are attending to your woman, and she has the car keys.
Whoops. All right, Greg,
Yes.
I'd love to hear from you right now.
All right.
Me too.
The maintenance guy was cleaning the bathroom near the back of the store, and a woman asked him to stop mopping so she could use the bathroom. He told her he couldn't let her in because the floor was wet, but she could use the bathroom near the front of the store. She went to the infant's clothing department and peed and pooped on the floor. She also managed to hide her face from the camera the entire time so he couldn't identify her to press charges.
Brilliant.
Poop wins again!
I mean, clearly it's someone who knows the store and knows the camera placement and goes in there often.
It's an inside job, is what you're saying, Seamus.
No, I'm just saying it doesn't take a
It's
gumshoe.
an inside job.
Sure. She works at the Subway.
I do appreciate you
Walmart.
saying gumshoe. Actually, the other day at work, I asked everybody at work if they knew what a gumshoe was. None of them
And-
did. You know why?
No.
Because motherfuckers ain't playing Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego anymore.
Where is she? Which
True.
Walmart is Carmen in now?
Truth.com, Seamus. I tried to play the original Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego a few years ago. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. I've read enough history books. I've watched a History Channel a bunch. I'm going to smoke this shit. I didn't get a single fucking question right. I don't know who they thought was answering these questions, but they are not high school level questions, let me tell you.
Where
hard as shit.
in the world is Carmen
Sandiego? All right, gumshoes. Last summer, I frequently visited my best friend who was working at a technology counter at Walmart. One day when I was there, someone took the biggest, steamiest shit I've ever seen in my life in the middle of the toy aisle. Someone pushed a cart through it and smeared it everywhere. My buddy called it a Code Brown on his walkie-talkie, trying to be a smartass. Code Brown. Code Brown means hostage situation. Hilarity ensued.
Some guy obviously ran in the aisle and then slipped on it and fell and it smacked his head.
Code Brown in Walmart radios or Code Brown in like SWAT or police? What are we talking about?
Look, with the Walmart vest comes a certain level of a military-like presence.
You can't be shouting codes, random codes.
You see those kids with like 500 pins. That's like a 5-star general. Do you understand?
I feel like if you're at Walmart, you don't need to engage. You just don't risk your life. It's not worth it.
Oh, fuck no, dude. You sit back and watch shit unfold.
Absolutely. And then you chronicle this and you put it on Reddit so the Crusty boys can pick it up and bring it to you.
We got a poopy pee-pee on aisle 2. We got a code poopy pee-pee.
And I'm going to laugh anytime you say a poopy pee.
All right, Seamus, do it. Do it.
This one from Anonymous. Woman got high on paint fumes, stripped from the waist down, and then proceeded to leave a trail of liquid shit throughout the store. Police were called and she bolted into the parking lot. Somehow made it across the busy street and disappeared into the woods. Hasn't been back since.
This is our brownest episode ever.
I don't know, man. We've some Code Browns in the past.
One would say we're painting the town brown.
Heyo.
I mean, I can see how like 5% of the population maybe would be squeamish about our show because we're a little brown. But you're missing out. Once you get by this poop talk, you find that we have a lot of revelations to
where's the poop soundboard
on hand and give it to you.
Yeah, let it be said that we are 3 very deep individuals, and we're bringing ourselves down to a lower level for the masses to entertain you all. And I
Right.
think you should applaud us for that.
We're not too good to go to Walmart. I just
No.
prefer not to.
I'll go to a fucking Ames. Is there still an Ames? I'll go to an Ames.
No, there's
I don't
no
care.
Ames left.
I'm
All
too
right.
good. I'm too good.
How about
for
a service
Halloween.
merchandise? I'll go to a service merchandise. I don't give a fuck. I'm a man of the people.
I would love to find a Macy's. I used to love Macy's. Where are they at?
You got a Purity Supreme?
Still one in Portsmouth, Seamus. Don't worry.
That's a long way from me.
All right. Well, it's all right, buddy. All right, Greg, go ahead.
Well, this is the last one from me. A woman came to guest services saying she wanted to return a basket because it was haunted. I asked her what she meant, and she said her boyfriend took a picture of it, and there was an electrical frequency surrounding it, and she couldn't keep it in her house. She had the receipt, so she was able to return it, but I still don't understand how a basket could be haunted.
Greg, we did a whole episode on cursed items.
Right. I think you would get more back for this haunted.
I didn't say this is. I wasn't talking about the perspective from me. I didn't return this basket.
There should be an inconvenience fee slapped on top of that for the paranormal basket.
Also, if I had a cursed basket, I would get somebody to fuck it so that it follows them.
Oh, actually, real quick too. Once I had the red ring of death on my Xbox 360, and I had just bought another one, so I put that one in there and returned it. And I had talked to somebody that said I could do that, and then they said I couldn't do it when I got there. And I said, "Listen, my 70-year-old son is going to be so upset if you don't let me return this," and they let me do it.
I believe you doing that.
Take that, Waltons, you pieces of shit.
I mean, I had the Red Ring of Death as well. Halo 2 had just come out. I was so psyched to play it. I think I played it for like 45 minutes, and then the Red Ring of Death, and I had to wait like weeks for it to come back because I follow the rules.
You want to hear something that's mildly infuriating? I still have my launch Xbox 360 Fat Boy. I still have it. Never got the red ring of death on it once. Still works. What's up?
Well, now the Xbox 360 store shut down, so you fucked.
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that?
I don't know. I'll have to make do with like fucking hundreds of games I have for it already. What's up?
Why would you go back in time?
Why don't you go power it up and see how that works out?
I just fucking told you it works, asshole.
It doesn't.
Doesn't
You
work.
know what? Former cart pusher. Had an old lady try to tip me $1 after I helped her bring her newly bought plants or some shit to her car. Told her I couldn't accept it for company policy, and it was only $1. So, I mean, it wasn't particularly enticing. She then proceeded to roll over in her little scooter mobile and stuff it down the front of my pants. She chuckled dirtily as she rolled away.
Is that a word?
Dirtily? I don't think so. What's a dirty chuckle sound like?
It sounds like someone from Walmart would say, though. All right, let's not do that anymore.
That's the intro.
That was very dirty. I didn't like that. We just lost all our listeners.
Seamus, do you have any more stories to tell the good people?
Yeah, I got a bunch of short ones still.
All right, speak on it, baby. Shame on a Seamus who tries to run game on a Seamus who buck wild with the Seamus.
Yeah. Shame on me for having to go to the bathroom in a Walmart and then getting lost and getting dirty.
Dirty.
Stop. Okay, conference 2327. A friend was working the service desk and a woman was returning a purchase. When she asked for her ID since she didn't have a receipt, huge cockroaches crawled out of her purse. The woman acted like she didn't even see them scurry across the counter. My friend jumped back and screamed. And now didn't want to even touch the bag of clothes that she was trying to return. Another regular associate, a guy who I guess has become immune to weird, swatted the bugs and stomped on them. He took over the return while her friend took a much-needed break to calm down. West Fizz. I went to the bathroom and a kid was in there with a bag of Snickers, eating them on the toilet with the door open. Veterans
I just want to say that's like
normal for
it
a
sounds
kid,
like the
right?
most intimidating thing I've ever heard. Could you imagine going into a bathroom and just a guy slowly eating a Snickers on the toilet while he looks?
If it was a guy, yes, this was a kid. You just walk by and be like, all right, that's a kid being a kid, right? If it was a dude doing it, I would just leave. I would find another place to go.
Snickers Comedy
You
Club.
could just go in the aisle. We've established that in this episode.
Yes, you can get away with that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fucking do what I want next Walmart. I'm going to Walmart this Saturday. I don't know. I'm gonna write down a list of things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna roll a 20-sided die and be like, this is what you're doing right now in this Walmart.
Live fucking.
You're either gonna buy a lime or you're gonna shit in the aisle with the bicycles.
I love it. I love it.
I don't know. I feel like buying a single lime is almost worse.
I feel like I'm gonna get judged either way.
He's
Just a
serial
single
killer.
lime, sir? Yes, just a single lime. Thank you.
Somebody
They're gonna
call
think
your
I'm
authorities.
stealing shit, right?
Do you want to buy a bag for your single lime, sir?
Can I
Yes.
check your receipt, sir?
Did you intend to pay for that lime, sir?
Yes, let's check it and look at the lime. Look at the lime. It's browned and bruised. I would like to return this.
Sir, I'm going to need to inspect that lime of yours.
All right, this one from Redrin64. I was 7 and I walked into my parents' bedroom only to find shackles on the headboard.
Hey,
Not handcuffs, frickin' shackles. Asked my dad about it, and he said, we keep those in case you two act up as a timeout. Naturally, this scared me out of ever acting up. Fast forward to when I was 12, my little cousin, 5 years old, is being really annoying. I remember that dad had timeout shackles, but they wouldn't fit my cousin. So naturally, I take a 5-minute walk down to Walmart and promptly ask one of the employees, where can I find a pair of those child-sized shackles? The employee contacts the manager. The manager contacts security, and now I'm being questioned. After a 20-minute talk, I leave learning the true use of shackles.
Now, look, devil's advocate. I had my pet monster, and he came with shackles.
Yeah, true.
Velcro shackles.
What if they were doing exorcisms?
I didn't even think of that. They could have
on
Hero.
dead or
I didn't even
on
know
dead or
that.
living people,
On both.
because we don't want people to go to the lost souls, the well of lost souls, right?
No.
Some Beetlejuice shit.
Beetlejuice.
All right, this one, Dilbert's Before Swine. I worked there for 2 years, overnight. Dear God, at around 3:30 in the morning, there was a fat Russian man. He was probably drunk, allegedly, who picked out some shirts, pants, and pantyhose and took them to the fitting room. When he came out, he had only the pantyhose and an undershirt on. The apparel ladies quickly called for the overnight manager, about 6'4", 275 pounds, a really intimidating man, to help remove the man from the store. He decided it would be best to tackle the Russian after a roughly 30-foot running head start. The Russian left after that. Probably the best I've had. That and witnessing a pepperoni sword fight in the middle of the dairy section. All right, this one from Anonymous. Some guy came in and started eating raw meat. I mean, he just stood there by the meat section, taking chunks of meat out of the package, giving it a little nibble, then putting it back.
Jeez.
That's like a kid at a party, right? On the charcuterie board.
Said the guy, you slither. Meat.
Matthew Cliff. I think this is more creepy than crazy, but I once walked past a guy who was in the training bra aisle with his hand in his pants, obviously jacking it while caressing and squeezing a training bra. I stopped and stared at him as he pulled his hand out of his pants and walked away into another aisle. For me, for you. My husband is foreign born and has lived in this country for 2 years now. He tries not to say mean things about people or be judgmental. Tonight, he went alone to Walmart around 11 p.m. to pick up something last minute. He came home and looked like a deer in headlights. I asked him, what's wrong? He responded, the people at Walmart at night, they look a whole lot different than the people go during the day. I don't think I want to go back at night. I asked him what did he see. He told me he doesn't want to speak about it and just went to bed.
A buddy of mine said that there's something about going to Walmart that makes him feel like the most handsome guy in Sanford, Maine.
Oh,
I mean, he probably is. In that Walmart.
Sanford's the Rochester of Maine.
Yeah, it's where people lacking their teeth and they're on meth and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sanford's sweet.
Milltown Tavern, we play there all the time.
I was a confused teenager when I lived in Sanford. Phaser to Fab. The Phantom Pooper. Every month or two, he, I assume, would go to the men's room handicap stall and shit in the corner. Not in the toilet. On the floor in the corner. Soon he started pooping other places in the store. I assume it was the same person because random store poops started around the time the bathroom poops ended. I stepped in his poop once and slid. Didn't hit the ground. Thank Raptor Jesus, but I had to throw away my shoes.
Say Raptor Jesus?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
Must be a Reddit thing we're not cool enough to know about.
Well, next time on Reddit, I'm going to look up Raptor Jesus.
I think you probably should.
He lives in Jurassic Park.
Great movie. It sounds like a great movie.
Great.
Jay Kerber 19. I went to Walmart around Christmas, and there was this woman in line at the checkout dressed as a hooker Santa. It would have been fine if she was attractive, but she wasn't. The image is forever scarred in my mind. Larry Flintstone. Wandering the toiletries, buying the usuals when I walked past the condom section. 40-ish-year-old woman, pretty rough around the edges, turns and asks if I can help her. I reluctantly say okay, and she states that she's looking for condoms for her son. She explained that she was unsure of what brand to get as she figured he was, at best, medium-sized because he was 12, and I decided I helped her.
There's nothing that a parent won't do for their children.
Anonymous. I worked at Walmart in the garden department briefly in the early 90s. I was going to take a break and walked past the deodorant aisle, and I saw this huge guy, maybe 350 pounds, in a wife beater, put on some deodorant. Put the cap back on and put it back on the shelf. I told my manager about it and said it happened, and he said it happened all the time. Every time I buy deodorant now, I check to make sure it wasn't used or in a sealed package.
It's armpit hair in it.
Dude, my son was telling me the other day that the garden department was closed because there was some sort of noxious gas leak in there.
Some pesticides.
And people were coming in. They're like, "Yeah, I have a pickup order, and it's stuff from the lawn and garden department." And Drake's like, and I just went there, and it's closed. Drake's like, "Yeah, you can't go there right now because there's a noxious gas leak in there, and they're working on repairing it." And the guy's like, "Oh, well, can I go in there and grab it myself then?" He's like, "No, because there's a noxious gas leak in the garden department."
All right, this one's titled, "Oh, That's Baby Guy." I worked at a Phoenix area Walmart in the late 2000s. We used to have a customer come in dressed head to toe in a baby outfit, complete with a bonnet, a pacifier, and adult diapers. It was a middle-aged white dude. The first time I ever saw him, I freaked out, but everyone else said, "Oh, that's Baby Guy." Apparently, he was a normal guy with a wife and a baby, and one day he just snapped and decided to live the rest of his life as a baby. He would pay people to come to his house and change him and feed him in a high chair. He was a minor celebrity in the area before he passed away.
Damn.
This one from someone else who worked at Walmart. I worked at Walmart for 5 years and saw a woman with a live goose in her shopping cart. She said it was a service goose, and the store can't ask to see papers, so we had to let it happen.
All right, well, that's been our segment on Walmart stories. Now stay tuned for some other shit. Other shit. All right, Greg, I hear you have a game you'd like to share with us today.
Yes, we're just doing an impression game. I will be the judge of who wins said impression. I will give you a phrase, and you will do the phrase and said impression. And, obviously we're not impressionists, so we're going to sound ridiculous, but that is the point. Okay, you guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Out of the both of you, who wants to go first?
Me.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Nope.
All right, Seamus, speak first. All right. The first one is Steve Irwin, and the phrase is, "Oh, crikey, that's a big one."
Oh, crikey, that's a big one. And I'm going to put under my arm and take into the ocean with me.
Ooh, extra.
Do I go now?
Yes, please do the Australian better than me.
Oh, crikey. That's a big one. Oh, fuck, I said Irish too.
You went Scottish?
Oh, crikey. That's a big one. I'm going to take it in my arm and swim him through the ocean.
Oh, crikey. That's a big one. Give me a Foster's.
I think I won that one.
You had time to practice. Fuck you.
I'm just joking. I'm giving that one to Ryan. Ryan's got the first point.
He went Scottish. Fuck you again.
He went Scottish but corrected it. It was better the second time around. Okay. This one is Christopher Walken. And the phrase is, "Ladies and gentlemen, the Foo Fighters."
Seamus?
No, by all means, it's your turn to go first.
That's right. Yeah, this is true.
Fine, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to announce tonight's guest, the Foo Fighters.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Foo Fighters, they came in here and they shit in the aisle. This fucking Walmart and these Foo Fighters think they own the place.
It sounded British. It's very British. All right, Ryan's getting the second point. All right, this one. I got a couple of tricks up my sleeve, too. So you hold on. Michael Jackson. Well, what's wrong with sleeping in... Wait, well, what's wrong with sharing your bed? That's ignorant.
What's wrong with sharing your bed? That's ignorant. That's ignorant. I'm just saying I live in Neverland. I got all kinds of kids.
Ryan?
I said, come on, girl. What's wrong with sharing a bed?
That's Shania Twain.
There ain't nothing wrong with sharing a bed. That's ignorant.
You almost saved it at the end.
Come here, Aaron Carter. Let me diddle your butt.
But Seamus gets the point on that one. All right. This one, and this first round of the impression game is all like obvious ones. We would take some, or easy, so-called easy impressions. All right. This one is Arnold Schwarzenegger. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Wow.
Come on. Do it.
Do it.
Tell me who's your daddy and what does he do? What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
You know what? I'm giving you each a point on that one. That was very good.
I was expecting to get beat on that because he does a great.
Yeah, but you just did a good one too as well.
You did.
You surprised me. It was not that I didn't think you had it in you, but it was very accurate.
Look, on the level of friendship, I want to let you know I'm half chubbed right now.
All right.
Boys have a penis and girls have a vagina.
Sometimes they do it. Do it now. Come on. What are you waiting for? Do it.
I got one more actor and then three more and then three characters from TV shows. Okay. This one is Jack Nicholson.
Hold on. Quick question. Is an actor in a TV show not considered an actor?
Well, I'm doing their characters.
Well, General Hospital, you put them on the same level.
Well, so these are all quotes by these actors. So these are all like quotes, not movie quotes. These are quotes in movies. I mean, these are quotes from them. Steve Irwin says, "Oh, crikey, that's a big one." Christopher Walken announced the Foo Fighters that way. Ladies and gentlemen, Foo Fighters. And then, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the Foo Fighters. But like it's set up to do that way. But anyway, so actually, I guess Who's Your Daddy, What to Do is a movie quote. Fuck!
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I was saying these are all quotes on the outside world. But so, because this is a quote from Jack Nicholson.
Jimmy Crack Corn, let's move on.
I can't hit on women in public anymore. Jack Nicholson.
I can't hit a woman in public anymore.
It sounded like you said hit a woman.
You can't do that either, Jack Nicholson.
It's hit on. Here at Unique That Crust Podcast, we don't condone that.
I would never hit on a woman because I'm Batman and I'm into Robin.
That was Michael Keaton.
Goes for the most, babe. Know what I mean?
Okay.
Want to see me get crazy?
All right, it's showtime. All right. We are going with Krang. Get those turtles.
Go back to the bench. Get those turtles.
Sometimes you have to give the people what they want.
Bob and Rocksteady. All right, go ahead, Ryan.
Here we are.
Check the drill. You're back in the net control.
I'm Pep.
Oh, fuck. The audience gets a point for that one.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Go for it.
Oh, fuck. Sam, nice. Yeah, you guys both get a point for that one. Okay. Walter White. I'm the one who knocks.
I mean, it's fucking. I'm the one who knocks. I don't fucking know. White guy.
I always knock before I enter.
You should have said, "Hey, Jerry, I'm converting."
I swear, open up. I'm not a Jehovah.
Guess what's in the middle, Malcolm? It's methamphetamines.
Oh.
Hey, Dewey, do you knock before you come into me and your mom having sex?
All right, I'm taking the point away from myself for that one. Okay.
Yeah, please do.
It was a bad one. Okay, so this one, the last one, is Homer Simpson. If he's so smart, how come he's dead?
If he's so smart, how come he's dead? Dead. Dead. Dead.
Homer, the best tonic is the chronic.
Oh, shit. I should put
Dr. Hibbert?
Yeah.
Nope, I can't do Homer.
All right, so in a 4-3 victory, Ryan takes the first game, but it was very close. And, was it the judge's fault? I don't know.
Ryan.
Clearly.
Ice cream bar. I've had you since I was a child. Well, that wraps up another episode of the You Gonna Eat That Crust podcast. I want to thank each and every one of you. You're all beautiful, beautiful people.
Thank you. We've got to tell you, I haven't mentioned the You Run Podcast Network, too. We always nip at that.
You still have time for that, Greg.
Yeah, you could do it right now, Greg.
Okay.
Yeah, like right now is the time.
Okay. All right. Don't stop yelling at me.
Let's get through the bro.
Come on, Greg. Thanks, everyone, for listening. We rep the You Run Podcast Network. Find all the podcasts on yourunpodcast.com. Obviously find us in everything, podcast, Spotify, Apple Pod. YouTube, or you can go on our Patreon and donate if you want to help the show out. And obviously, if you want to help us out by giving us a review, 5 stars, please. Please.
Do it, right? Do it. You know you want to do it.
Do it for the Foo Fighters.
Who fighters who are taking shit down the aisles of Walmart.
And remember, everybody,
In
Crust,
we trust.
we trust it. This ends our podcast.
Go back to the bench. Viva and rock.